Do you think it's lame if I say that?
What?
That thing? If I say it into the camera?
What thing?
That famous line. It's not cliche to say it.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Good morning, Vietnam! Too much. Okay, so we made it. We're in Saigon, or Ho Chi Minh City. We've been here 11 days now, and I don't know. What's your first impression of this place?
I like it so far.
To me, some people might disagree, but so far it feels like Bangkok. It feels like there's so much energy. It's a good vibe. As much as you're in an Asian city, there's a big Western feel here. So everywhere you turn, there's Starbucks, there's KFCs, there's McDonald's, there's...
Not everywhere you turn. It's still really Vietnamese everywhere. But you have all the options. We actually haven't gone to anything like that so far.
Well, we wouldn't at home either.
True. Not even Starbucks we haven't gone to. But
I wouldn't want to come all this way to go to a Pizza
I know,
Hut
but sometimes you go to those places.
for Mom.
Yeah.
For
but
Grandma.
but she hasn't even wanted to get any of that.
So yeah, we found this place on Airbnb.com. It was really, really awesome. I have no complaints. There's minor little things, but it was really, really nice. They had a pool. They had a gym inside. They had, as far as the apartment goes, there was all cooking utensils. They had kettles. They had a rice cooker.
Everything
that you would need, right? It was a 2-bedroom apartment. And what did it cost us?
I think it was $82 a night.
82 a night Canadian for this place. So it was on a high-rise building, overlooked all of Ho Chi Minh City. You could see the Bitexco Tower, which is the big famous tower here.
There was a lot of options, but we found this one because it was really good. It was a really good location. It was really fresh. It had a kitchen. Everywhere we are looking at has to have a kitchen because we're cooking everything for George. No MSG for George. But it was a brand new building. It was really nice, actually.
They had 24-hour security.
Had a washing machine.
So Ho Chi Minh's broken up in 24 districts. So we're in District 4. I don't know, 10 minutes from the CBD?
What's the CBD?
The city center?
Is
that a big word?
Never
CBD?
said that in his life. CBD. What does
Does
CBD?
anyone else know what a
What does
CBD?
CBD stand for?
Central Business District?
Oh.
I actually don't even know. I just ripped that off. I'm gonna Google that after. But it makes sense, doesn't it?
No. We are 10 minutes from the main part of the center, is what Sean's trying to say.
Anyway, back on track.
We digress.
The central business district of Ho Chi Minh. So we weren't far, because our area didn't really, well, no, it did. Down below there was a Saigon cafe, which was their version of Starbucks, I guess. Mom loved it. There was a little mini mart that was open 24/7, so you want to get waters. 80 cents for a 1.5 liter of water, which is awesome. And across the street there's like a co-op, and a co-op is their grocery store, one of them, and you get everything. We got everything for Georgia, fruit, vegetables.
Loads of fruits and veggies.
You can't really find like the kales and the spinaches there, but they got like bok choy.
Well, we think it's bok choy. It looks like bok choy.
Yeah.
It tastes like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
We're assuming that's what it is. Apples, oranges.
Yep. But there's
fruits.
fruit stands everywhere too. You don't even need to go to the grocery stores or anything.
There was a fruit stand lady just down the road from her, like sold
And there was
bananas,
a noodle lady
coconuts.
across the street from us.
How many times did you eat there?
Like 18.
And
A
per day. What would you do when you order there? What would you get?
I would just point to the noodles, and then she knew what we wanted. Because we went there so much.
Really?
It was literally basically like skinny noodles, like skinnier than vermicelli, whatever. And it was bok choy and tomatoes and cucumber and onions and whatever special sauces she made. I didn't ask. Well, I couldn't ask.
Here, this is the currency's dong in Vietnam. Go figure, eh? It's what 17,000 dong to $1 Canadian dollar. They call this city the city of millionaires. Where we lived, there was a bank machine across the street, so we just would hop over and withdraw 2 million dong, 3 million dong, 1 million dong, which is like $100 Canadian, $150 Canadian, depending. Walking away, you're like, I'm a millionaire. Okay, so I just realized I don't have any dong left, which means I don't have any money left. That's the currency here in Vietnam. So I'm just scooting across the street to the bank machine, but I'm going to take you with me and show you what it's like to be a millionaire here. You literally take out $1 million. Here we go. That's what $1 million looks like.
Thank you for choosing Asia Commercial Bank.
Thank you. Once we arrived here, right away jet lag hit us, and Jazz and I have traveled quite a bit, and it's never really been an issue. I've never really felt jet lag. If maybe half a day or one day maybe, and you're back to normal.
Yeah.
It literally took us a week.
But it was because of Georgia. Yeah, we still have. I've had jet lag for 11 and a half months.
Right.
It's because of Georgia. We didn't try to get her on schedule right away. We just let her sleep and catch up when we got here because we did an overnight flight, so she was already a bit tired.
I think that first day we got here, I don't even think we tried to stay up. We just stayed up, went to bed, and then I remember being up at 2 in the morning the next day. But then you kind of second wind, you're excited, you're like, oh, new place, and then you're dead tired by 2 in the afternoon, and then we all went to bed one night, or
we'd
one
be going to
afternoon
bed, even George would be going to bed at like 3 p.m.
and sleeping right through till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, between like 2 and 3 she'd wake up, which is technically a good sleep for her. She just would have to move it back a few hours. Like if she went to bed at 8 and slept for like 12 hours, well then
We were so off the first few days, and I think maybe it kind of wiped us out a bit too, because unfortunately Georgia got a little bit of an illness.
Yeah, she got hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Never heard of it before until now.
Yeah, it sounds really scary. We got here Wednesday, and then on Saturday afternoon, we noticed George had a bit like of a bum rash, but it didn't look like a bum rash. It looked like kind of spots on her butt, and she's never had a bum rash before. On Sunday she woke up and she had a fever from Saturday night through to Sunday, and which was really weird. And then on Sunday, her spots on her butt started opening up, kind of like little sores, and then it kind of trickled down her legs a little bit, and we instantly thought it was chicken pox because, well, obviously we Googled everything, and it looked like chicken pox, except it wasn't spreading everywhere.
Which is a scary thing. When you Google spots on your child, like, you know what comes up. Right?
And the only reason we weren't totally freaking out is because she had a bit of a fever on Sunday, but nothing crazy high. But she was
She
totally
seemed fine,
herself.
yeah.
She was. It's like the spots didn't even faze her. But then she had a bit of a rash up here, but everywhere else was fine. And so we on the third day, because they say if it's chickenpox on the third day, you know
It
it'll
would
be
blow
everywhere.
up.
On the third day, it wasn't spreading, so we just figured, okay, let's go take her to the doctor just to check it out, just to make sure it was fine. And
We went to the FV hospital, which is kind of, I guess, renowned around here for most expats to go to. FV is French or Francophone Vietnamese hospital, so we went there, and no complaints. We got in, they had an appointment for us right away.
Yeah,
Met
and-
with a French doctor, and first thing he said was hand, foot, mouth. He goes, it's a common disease.
yeah, it didn't even faze him. And also we weren't that worried either, and he could tell. He looked at her and literally in 2 seconds was like, oh yeah, looks like hand, foot, and mouth. She'll be fine. And we
Yeah.
were like, really? Like that fast? He's
When
like,
your doctor doesn't show concern, then you're like, okay,
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
We're good. Georgia, where are we going?
George, where are we
Where are
going?
we going? Are we gonna go get you checked up? We're gonna go get you looked at? Yeah? Georgia has a little rash on her bum, maybe spreading to her legs and her back. So we're gonna go do the right thing and get it checked out.
Definitely is builder's alley.
And so to see a doctor and he gave us antibiotic cream in case they got infected. It came to 60 Canadian dollars.
That was the total, yeah.
That was the total.
So we just keep the receipt and then submit it when we get home. And you don't know when she got it. I mean, you would think, or fingers point to probably somewhere in Asia, but
They say that you can have it for 10 days before you even see symptoms. So
could have been the airport. Like, everything is new to her here, right? So new foods, new air,
But
new
she's-
people.
yeah.
And like, everyone loves her here. The Vietnamese love her. They're touching her, like picking her up,
Yeah.
holding her.
And they're saying, like,
you want some more?
She's touching new things, so it's hard to pinpoint where she got it in the airport, the
I
airplane.
think she's fine, and so we literally just kind of kept her inside, diaperless, to let her little spots dry up, and they healed perfectly with.
Because of the little hiccup we had, we didn't see a lot of Ho Chi Minh the first week. Jet lag, sickness. So we decided to extend our time here for another 5 nights. So we
Yeah.
booked another place, which is where we are right now, just so we could see some of those places that we didn't get to see the first week because we were home or
With Peach.
cooped up, I guess. Okay, so for all the history buffs back home who want to know a few super fun facts about this city, is this the capital city?
No,
What is?
Hanoi.
Okay, so this is not the capital city, Ho Chi Minh City. However, it's the largest city with, I think it's like 10 million inhabitants. This city has so many nicknames. So it's the city of motorbikes, it's the Pearl of the East, it's the city of millionaires, it's the city of cafes. So this city is now called Ho Chi Minh City, but it's formerly known as Saigon. So I think some of the older generation here still call it Saigon or refer to it as Saigon. After the war ended in 1976, then they changed the name over to Ho Chi Minh, because Ho Chi Minh is a dude, and he was like the first political leader of the Communist Party way back, or founder of it. So he was kind of worshipped. He was like a god here. So once he passed and the Vietnam War ended in 76 or 75, then they renamed the southern city after him, Ho Chi Minh City. Super fun facts. Really cool.
I have a question for Sean now. How do we get around usually with George?
Like transport?
How have we been walking the streets with George?
I have a feeling you're asking me this because
Well, how just let them know how we've been.
I carry her everywhere.
or yeah, right. How do we usually transport George?
So this was an ongoing thing.
No. You have to answer my question.
We use a stroller.
Okay,
We use a
and
stroller.
who didn't want to bring a stroller to Saigon?
I still don't. I'd be glad to ditch the stroller.
You're lying, really? How can you say that? We've used it everywhere.
So
She's had awesome naps in it. There's been a few little places we have to pick it up and
A few.
no, totally worth it.
There's nothing stroller friendly about Asia.
No,
Nothing.
totally disagree. Bring a stroller. Bring a stroller.
Put it in the cab and it sits there.
Okay, so it's always annoying to haul a stroller around whether you're here or in Canada.
With Dad's hauling it.
No, you're not. We throw it in the stroller, or we throw it in the
we throw everything in the
No,
stroller.
you can't.
The stroller has come in handy a
you-
couple times. Honestly.
Okay.
It's coming. Yes and no. Yes and no. There's times where I'm like, okay, I'm happy that we have it, because even if it's not carrying Georgia or she's out of it, we've been putting our stuff in it. So there's a little space. Thanks to your sister back home, she gave us the stroller. It's not. You have to admit that. Like, yes, there's definitely been times, especially with Georgia's naps. Like the one day we were out for like 6 hours during the day. It was hot. We had to stop at a cafe, and she fell asleep. So we put her in the stroller, lied it down, and she fell asleep. Perfect. It was like a little bed.
And after the cafe, we had to walk a few more blocks here, a few more blocks there, in the
But
stroller
half
the
the time
entire
we're walking
time
on the
awake.
street because the sidewalks suck.
It doesn't matter. As of right now, I've been grateful for the stroller 97% of the time. There's been a few times we haven't taken it, but it's been good.
Mm-hmm.
It's been good. I've been so happy to have it.
I'm still indifferent on it. You're right. I'll give it to you. I'm happy that we did bring it.
Yeah.
I think we could have got a smaller one. It is a little bit bulky,
True,
but it does have features that
it allows
come in
George to
handy.
lay all the
Yeah.
way down. The sunshade is huge for her. It's comfortable for her.
This was a big thing only because before coming here, a lot of parents and blogs had said, don't bring strollers. Asia's not stroller friendly, and
Yeah.
it's correct. It's not.
Yeah.
The sidewalks aren't built like home. It's not easy to maneuver.
Well, there's
it's bumpy.
scooters parked everywhere on the sidewalk.
So a lot of times we're not on the sidewalk, we're on the roads, and it's just weird to be pushing your stroller on the road. However, yes, it has come in handy. It is nice to have a stroller to push your child, to put things under. So yeah, we've been using a stroller, and
That's all I wanted him to
Jazz
say.
wins.
Let's go see George.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Bye. You love it, Georgia? Who's that guy?